Cathay in sight.
Checks.
Juliet 2 in sight.
Correct.
Just stop shortly here.
Kenya 173, affirm John Hotel.
Thank you. John, your plan 3719, good evening.
Or your pushback?
15 minutes from now, Saudi 3983.
Saudi 3983, Roger. Report when ready to delivery 129.9.
1299 will go, Saudi 93.
Cathay 902, after Dragon Air passing left to right, taxi Hotel, Hotel 7, stand 049.
Kenya 173, South hold, Juliet 1 holding call.
Kenya 173, hold Juliet 1.
Dynasty 938, contact departure 123 days more, 8 today.
1238, Dynasty 938, good day.
Kenya 861, wind 060 degrees, 10 knots, runway 07 right, clear for takeoff.
For takeoff 07 right, Kenya 861.
Clear takeoff.
Okay, clear to take off. You all happy?
Checks. Happy.
Checklist is complete.
Fuel 19.7.
And gross weight is 172.
172. Checks.
Stable.
Stable. Thrust ref.
Thrust ref.
Thrust set.
Checks.
Any knots. Hold.
Checks.
D1.
Rotate. Positive rate.
Gear up.
Gear up. LNAV.
LNAV checks.
Good evening, Cathay 709.
Cathay 709, South hold, Juliet 2 holding call.
Thrust ref, wind of speed.
Checks.
Kenya 861, contact departure
Autopilot coming on.
123 days more, 8 today.
Departure 3 this morning, today Kenya 861.
Autopilot.
Autopilot.
1319 report, departure leaving Kenya 861, climbing through 1,500 to 5,000 feet.
Kenya 861, good day, identified, maintain 5,000 feet.
Maintain 5,000, Kenya 861.
Okay, to maintain 5,000.
Checks 5,000 is set.
Checks.
118.902.
Oi, 92, you by
2,000 to go.
Checks.
Flaps
Okay, speed check. Flaps 1. Looks like you might have to stay at flaps 1, huh?
1. Yeah, because of the 220.
220 checks.
Decimal 1.
CT 119er 1, shuttle 1319er, thank you.
Kenya 861, contact approach 119er, decimal 1.
Departure 191, Kenya 861.
Speed wind of alt.
Checks, we know out.
Departure being Kenya 861, Pekin 1 Alpha, maintaining 5,000 foot.
Shuttle 1319er, flight level 110, speed 250 knots. So at the same time, Kenya 861, cancel speed restriction, maintain 5,000 feet.
Cancel speed restriction, maintain 5,000 foot, Kenya 861.
Flaps.
1319er, track
Up.
direct to line,
Speed
maintain
check,
flight level
flaps up.
110, information Bravo, landing runway 07 left.
So
And delete.
Direct lines and maintaining flight level 110.
172.
Information Bravo, shuttle 1319er.
Confirm.
I confirm.
Thai 602 and fully established, Tower 118.2. Sending 8,000 feet, QNH 1023, shuttle 1319er. Kenya 861, climb to 7,000 feet.
Climb 7,000 foot, Kenya 861.
Kenya 861, climb to flight level 160.
Climb flight level 160, Kenya 861.
160.
Shuttle 1319er, descend to
Plus traffic enough speed.
4,500 feet. Descending 4,500 feet, shuttle 1319er. Kenya 861, contact radar 126.3 today.
163, Kenya 861.
Okay, this would be the briefing for arrival into Bangkok.
Okay.
Just received the ACAS weather for Bangkok, runway 01 in use. Weather looks okay. The wind is out of the northeast at 6 knots. Speed is well above 10 kilometers. Clouds few 2,000, scattered 3,500. Looking at 12,000 feet. Temperature 27, viewpoint 23, QNH is now 1013.
Checks.
So weather is reviewed, looks okay all the way to touchdown. Keep this on my side here.
Go heading 18, contact Bangkok, control 1,
And we're expecting, that's weather, aircraft status is normal, no terms, nothing to affect us. As I said, taxi is on clearance. So there's no, the usual taxi routes are not being used.
Okay.
So expect taxi clearance while on ground. And configuration, we're expecting flaps 30. Auto brake after reviewing performance, 2 should be sufficient for the runway.
Okay.
Let's start up here, which is one of the biggest marvel, is the head-up display.
Okay, app controls.
You have control.
Okay.
What we have is guidance up here. What we have on the primary flight display, PFD, is displayed on the HUD. That gives us the situation awareness is very good, since you have all your displays in the HUD as well as visual reference through the HUD. So that's one marvelous tool that the 787 has over the predecessor 767 that we had before in the fleet. And then the autopilot system is quite phenomenal. It's very accurate, and the displays also enhance on situation awareness. We have the primary flight display here, and we have the map mode together with what we call a vertical situation display, which can show you where the terrain is. So in terms of situation awareness, and it's actually very good compared to the 767. And then coming down here, we have the FMCs pretty close to what we have on the 777, and a little bit of the 76 also has been carried on forward, but quite easy to work with, and pretty nice keyboard to deal with. And then we have the mouse, the cursor control device that affords us to go through the screens and select what we want in expeditious manner. Then we have the EFB right here, which has a moving map. Again, in terms of situation awareness, is brilliant, because you have the moving map and all the charts that we require for the for approaches and departures are all inside the EFB. Down here we have enhanced communication devices. We call them the TCPs, tuning and control panels, and it's quite easy to select the radios, and they do quite an array of work, because we set frequencies for the HF, VHF. SATCOM is also in here, and then we have communication with the cabin, the cabin call, the ground proximity, all in one line here with the weather radar and the transponder. And then the controls are pretty straightforward. The handling of the aircraft is enhanced, because the autopilot works. It relieves of what you trim for the speed. Unlike most of the other aircraft, it's all flight by wire. So it's the input from the controls is instantaneous. So you get very good controllability. And the user-friendly mode control panel, it's straightforward, nothing. Boeing, it's all Boeing. This is all something we're used to from transitioning from 76 or from 737. The MCP is pretty similar to what we can expect on the other aircrafts, as well as the 777. And everything else it handles very well. The seats are adjusted pretty well automatically, and you can get your sitting position rather easily. And then the visibility in the cockpit is also enhanced with the big windows that we have. So improving situation awareness. So all in all, the aircraft is superly designed. I would like you to take note of the current fuel consumption. We're averaging now at, as soon as the power comes down, we'll be averaging something like 45, 46, up times up to 44, 4,400 kilograms per hour, which is what we have now. And that's well below the 767 consumption. At gross weights similar to maximum gross weights of the 767. So in terms of fuel efficiency, she's also very good. Other than that, James, you have anything to add that you think, any difference from what you've been flying previously that you like?
The handling of the aircraft, the design of the flight controls makes it much easier and pilot friendly to fly compared to the previous aircraft. So you find when you're flying there's much less effort in trying to control the aircraft.
Yeah.
So it makes it easier and makes it quite nice and enjoyable to fly.
Yeah.
I'll request descent.
Request descent.
Runway 3885, descend flight level 130. Descend flight level 130, we're just clearing the weather now.
Okay, we're now starting the descent. So we'll descend all the way down to Bangkok, expecting runway 01 right for arrival. And we're about to start briefing the passengers and tell them what is happening on ground. So, and we thank them for choosing to fly with us this evening. So what happens after touchdown? A new crew will be coming in to fly the aircraft to Nairobi, a fresh crew, and we'll go to the hotel in Bangkok. Okay, we'll now commence the descent and talk to the passengers. And you still have controls, and I'll talk to the passengers.
Controls.
Okay. We expect touchdown at approximately +7, that is 23, 11:30. Jumbo, once again from the flight deck, we do hope you're enjoying the flight so far, and you've had a good rest and a good meal. We are shortly commencing our descent, estimating touchdown at 30 minutes past 11. Slightly behind schedule due to the multiple departures out of Hong Kong that delayed our departure out of Hong Kong. But for those of you proceeding to Nairobi, you should be getting airborne just around schedule. The weather is clear, a few clouds in the area, temperatures are 27 degrees Celsius. It's indeed a sincere hope that you've enjoyed the flight with us, and do hope to serve you in the near future. Those with onward flights are bon voyage, and those proceeding to Nairobi with the same aircraft, you should be on ground for approximately 1 hour and continuing on to Nairobi. And those of you who are terminating their journeys in Bangkok, a pleasant evening, and thank you for choosing to fly the Pride of Africa. Hope to see you next time. Thank you very much and have a good evening. Okay, I have controls.
You have controls. We're leaving flight level 400.
Checks 380.
Correction, 300.
Yeah. So we'll just reduce the dome light here.
All right.
Descending.
Checks.
Seatbelt signs on.
Seatbelt signs on.
1002, resume direct Ultra.
Kenya A61, descend to 9,000 feet, QNH 1013.
9000 feet, 1013, Kenya 861.
Okay,
Okay, 9000 and 1013.
checks. Approach checks has light, so we wait to 120.
Checks.
Contact arrival 121.1.
At 1013, descending out of 14,500 now.
Cross checked 14,500, 1013.
Checks. Should be clear of the weather there at the corner.
Yeah.
Kenya A61, reduce speed 210 knots.
210 knots, Kenya 861.
Speed below 250.
Kenya
Checks.
Flap
A61,
1.
clear as a fallen base 01 right, report established.
Alex 0 on right, call established, Kenya 861.
Flap 1 set.
Checks.
That LS 01 right.
Checks.
Call established.
Thank you.
We have a 6 Charlie Bravo in about 5 miles ahead, so request the right-hand set on for runway 01 left, please.
Cockpit 30, which heading do you prefer?
I would prefer heading up 130 for the next 10 miles, please.
Cockpit 530, can you turn right heading to 10?
Bangkok, good evening, Yachna, Nana, Nana. Return 9.
Okay, we're clear of the weather.
Checks.
Athena 979, arrival descend to 7,000 feet, speed 210 knots, 5% heading.
Descend 7,000 feet and speed 210 knots, Yachna, 979.
Kenya A61, resume normal speed.
This is normal speed, Kenya 861.
Athena 979, runway 01 right.
Runway
Checks.
01 right, Yachna, 979.
Stop Kenya 861, establish ILS runway 01 right.
Kenya A61, สวัสดีค่ะ wind calm runway 01 right, clear to land.
Cleveland 01 right, Kenya 861.
Gear down.
Checks. Get on.
And just confirm India Sierra, Echo Sierra is identified.
India Sierra, Echo Sierra identified. Wind calm, clear to land.
Checks.
Land 3, roll out flare arms.
Checks. Flaps 25.
Flaps 25 coming up.
Flaps 30.
And speed checked, flaps 30.
And landing checklist.
Landing checklist, cabin secure confirmed. Current altitude set.
Checks.
Landing check is complete.
Landing checklist complete.
Checks. Stabilized.
Stabilized.
1013.
Checks. Okie dokie. Going manual.
Checks. Flight director.
Flight director checks.
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 Approaching minimums.
Checks.
200. Minimums.
Straight ahead, contact landing.
Checks.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Speed break up.
Checks.
Reverse as normal.
Checks. Manual braking.
Checks. 80 knots.
Checks.
60 knots.
Thank you.
Kenya A61, look at left, contact 121, small 65, at the car.
Left 1165, sorry, left Kenya 861.
Okay, Bravo 5 it is.
Ground building Kenya 861 on Bravo 5.
Kenya A61, ground taxi to Sun Echo 9 via Bravo, Charlie 6 and Golf.
Sun Echo 9 by Bravo, Charlie 6 and Golf, Kenya 861.
Flaps up in the afters.
Okay, flaps up. Echo 9, Bravo, Charlie 6 and Golf.
Checks.
Bravo straight ahead.
Checks to the right turn, left is clear.
Checks, clear on the right.
Echo 9 to the left.
Correct.
Left wing is clear.
Right is clear.
Taxi light off.
Taxi light off. Right wing is clear.
Checks, left is clear.
Checks, Boeing 787,
Checks.
KQ 861.
Checks. Watching the distance.
Checks. So,
Thank you. Okay, is running. Stop is okay. Well, I hope you enjoyed our ride on the brand new 787-8 Dreamliner. We are now parked in, we're parked at gate Echo 9 in Bangkok. And time now is 34 minutes past 11 local time in Bangkok. We've had a blast on the flight. The aircraft's been good. Everything's been perfect. We've had a good landing and hope to see you next time on more Dreamliner flights. Thank you very much. Super.